Hey y'all, how is everybody doing tonight? Hey, Meek, look at my moderator in the building. Hey, Debbie, how are you doing tonight? We're gonna let a couple of people pop in here, and if not, they're going to have to be a part of the replay gang, right? Did y'all miss me? Tay ain't been live in a couple of days, maybe about a week. Sometimes you got to take time for time. You ain't in the race with nobody but yourself. Hey, Tyson. Hey, Miss. Hey, Dominica, 1981. Hey, everyone popping in the building. Welcome. Make sure you hit that like button when you come in. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Elizabeth. Y'all see what the title is? We definitely going to get into it. Hey, JB. Hope everybody is in the best of spirits. And if not, by the time you leave off this live, you will be. Hey, Nina. That's right. Hey to everyone in the chat. Michelle, Brenda. Welcome. I definitely missed talking to you guys. I hope y'all feel the same. Hey, Diane. Hey, Terry. Welcome everybody in the building. Y'all know how this show go. Hey, Sadie. Yes, we're going to give a couple of people a couple of more minutes. Hey, Loretta. Hi, I am that somebody. Hey, all the beautiful people coming into the building. Y'all don't play for Tay. Hey, Charlie. I hope I'm saying that right. Tay. Hey, love. How are you doing tonight, baby? Yes, we about to have a funky good time. Yes, I couldn't wait. I scheduled it so that way that would give everybody some time, you know what I'm saying, to come around. And then I was popping in and out of a couple of other lives. Hey, Joanne, that's right, Meek. 40 people, 20 likes. Come on, y'all. Hit that like button for your girl. What are we doing? I love you too, Brenda, for show, for show. Yes, I do. I love all of y'all. Hey, Crystal. We about to get into it, right? Because we're gonna have an adult conversation about some real adult. I'm gonna try not to cuss tonight. You understand? It's still, but sometimes the cuss it be like the seasoning to the chicken. And we gonna have some seasoning, but we just ain't gonna pour it on that thick. You know what I mean? That's right. That's right. Well, let's get into it, right? Right. Now, I'm pretty sure y'all been seeing things floating around online, like I've been seeing things floating online. And if not, that is what Tay is here for, right? So that way we can come and talk about it. Now, like I said in my description, right? My title of my live, it said 2024 Dollar Tree gender reveal, right? Now, my thing, right? My thing, because Tay be having a thing, and sometimes Tay be confused, baby. But today, Tay has a thing. And my thing when showing off goes wrong, because when you want people to treat you as if you're at a certain stature and you stay doing real bum-ish, you see how I curved the curse, y'all? Right? And you stay doing bum-ish, and then people call you for it. And then it kind of be displayed and relayed as if people are hating, but no, we just see the facts of the situation. For one, it was more important things going on, like people discussing the factors of a child's hair being done. We got gender reveals going on, but we ain't got 5 minutes to sit down and do 4 little pigtails before you. Even if a child is going to get their hair done where they're going, don't they need to have their hair done where they at, especially if a person here stays intact? But the gender reveal for me, it came off very cheapish. And I'm not saying everything has to be done at abundance, right? Everything ain't got to be done big, because there's a baby shower that has to come. But it seems like everything is being done at a rush. Excuse me if I am wrong, but tell me if I am right. It seems like everything is being done at a rush. People want people to stay out their business, but they're putting the business out there. And I'm going to be realistic with you. I don't care how many people say that they're not going to cover the story. That is their business and that is up to them entirely. I'm going to always pay or mind the business that pays me. If I speak on a story and something is continuing to come out on that story, then I'm going to continue to speak on it. And I'm going to continue to point out the things that I see. And the things that I see is things is being done for show. I don't know if people numbers was low, so they needed us just as well as they feel we need them. Because if you ain't got nobody talking about you, then you really ain't right? Drop down in the comments if you agree with me. I see Crystal agrees, right, Crystal? If you ain't got nobody talking about you, then you really don't have the motion that you saying that you have. And with the motion that you saying that you have, with the people that you saying that you getting it from, we don't see nothing else being done. Let me know if I know y'all see Tay glasses when she listen, because there's never nothing wrong with Tay camming up, right? Y'all see how big these glasses is? I know y'all see the same ish that I see, right? Now, with that being said, these things ain't big for no reason. And I see people playing plays just for money, just like they saying everybody else do. If you doing things for a money grab, why are you being mad when other people are doing the same grab as you? We just coming from the other side of the shoe. You don't think that people that is major stars that is bigger than the person that we are speaking of have people talking about them every day? I'm just being honest. Every day. Do you think if they really had the motion, or do they have, if being that they have the motion that they have, do they have time to stop and have a conversation or something to reply to everybody that has something to say about them? I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt it. But when you put in things that's more important into the air, like your children, right? Let's get into the factors of the children, because that gender reveal very much wasn't important. It really wasn't important. She's having a boy. Yay. Congratulations. You know, a baby is always going to be a blessing. But let's get on to the real factors of the matter. And while we all really here, because we grown and we ain't got no time for kiddie games, right, y'all? Hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button. So far, I see is 75 people in here. Make sure y'all do what y'all do, right? Hey, always India. Hey, everybody in the chat. I'm going to make sure I do the shout outs and respond to the comments in a minute after I really get into this fact, right? The fact of the matter is, when you making it seem like you got all this motion and you got all of this money, but the only money that we seeing being spent is on you and man, that's where my problem come in at. Because it seemed like the only time the person dumbs down, go cheap or go frugal, is when it comes down to the children, if you ask me. And that's where the problem comes in at, baby. Because I don't mind, and we're going to be real women here tonight, or people that is grown. It ain't even a woman thing. It's a woman thing, a man thing, whatever you claim yourself to be thing, a human thing, right? If you are in a relationship with someone and it's equal opportunity, then it's no problem with you doing the things that you do, because you know at some point that it can be reciprocated for you too. But if there's only a take situation where a person can see fit to spend $1,400 on shoes for a dude that's not doing anything in return, as we all can see, I'm confused, baby. Because if you're a mother, right, the children is what's supposed to come first in the situation, right? It's supposed to be, like you say, JB, there you go, a common sense thing. It's supposed to be a common sense thing. Now, if I was a person that was frugal all across the board, then people would have to talk about me being cheap with everything, cheap with me, cheap with everything, everything, right? But they're not going to see me with my hair done every week. And every time I'm on camera, you see me lit up. And then the person that I'm with, you see me spending numerous amounts of money on them. And there's no problem with it. It's actually like a showboat thing. But when it comes to the kids, it's kind of like a half-ass. But your kids is supposed to be an image of you. If you want anything to show that you're living good, it would be the mirror that they have to look through, which is the image of you. So when your kids look good, I would rather my kids look good, even if I was on some bum shit. I'm being realistic. I would want my kids to look good even if I was on some bum shit. And that's the way that I thought it was supposed to be a given. But when you physically coming online and you showing people how you have no problem with taking care of and spending this amount of money on a man, and then people throw that up on the internet just as well as you showboated about it. But when we talk about the factors or go to or get into the nature of the kids, is lopsided. When we see them kids on camera, their hair is not always did. The boys don't always got a haircut. And if you saying that you want up from the people that you talk about, then those are supposed to be things that you stand on. You doing videos where you in the chair getting your hair done, but we don't never see it as a triple run. Your daughter is never in the video, hun. Ain't that content? It would be so cute to see you, Lauren, and Mosky dressed up alike, go get y'all hair done together and make a video the same way that you do, to throw in the factors that, rubbing your belly and you're pregnant and everything. That's so cute too. Babies are a blessing. Go girl. Right. With that being said, but you don't think that you can create the same type of contents with the gifts that God already gave you, which is the daughters that's right there by your side? When you go get your hair done, why can't they go get their hair done with you? And I'm not saying that when they with their father, they shouldn't get their hair done too. But I didn't see you demanding dad number one to get Lauren's hair done. We'll never see that. You paying him and keeping him on the tap. Hey, everybody coming in the building. Make sure you hit that like button. You paying him and keeping him on the tag. So I didn't know you get to pick a dad, right? This one gets to do nothing. This one's supposed to do everything. And this one is the soon to be, we don't know what. We got that one with the question mark right now, baby. But if the kids is dressing from Walmart, Kmart, and Target, then everybody should be dressing from Walmart, Kmart, and Target. And kids is kids. I'm not saying that every day they supposed to be in some $1,000 label clothes, because you still have to remember kids is kids. So no, that's not what they always supposed to be in. But things are supposed to be reciprocated. And when you're raising teenagers, you're about to be raising teenagers. Your oldest boy is how old? This saga number 2 is definitely all about money grab. Even Jeannie has came back. Yes, did you see that the picture? They all know the truth, names speak value. They can right. Now that I'm gonna get into. We gotta hold on for that, because I got a whole listen. I got some things jotted down on the paper. We gonna have a good time tonight, y'all. We definitely gonna have a good time. Correct, Bree is the type of mother that, right? She definitely puts them in that, and that's what my conversation is about. Because when you doing things for clout and then you get mad when people talk about the things that you do for clout, I'm confused. Do you want people to talk about you, or don't you want people to talk about you? Or you want to be able to pick and choose the things that people do talk about? And when it doesn't go or go with the things that you feel, then you totally against it. I mean, it is what it is. The children she has already, yes, they're already on the back. She just bought her daughter a baby alive or newborn, reborn, a baby reborn, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Because when I did my video, I wasn't sure. And a lot of times, if I'm not sure of information, I don't want to throw it out into the air, right? Now, for one, I'm not really big on buying. I mean, kids play with toys and everything, but when you buy a child a baby doll, a baby doll, it kind of puts them in the factors of the mother role because now they're playing like they're a mother versus being a child, right? But correct me if I'm wrong. I thought that those baby reborn dolls, right, was for the factors of people that lost a child or had a stillborn child, so they in return order that doll to remind them of the child that they lost. So to go out and order your child that same doll, that goes to show you people do not do their homework on things. They just buy things because the things. I don't really think that was actually for the child. I think that was for the factors of the mother. Hit the like button for your girl. Definitely. So let's get into these comments. Tawanda, Elizabeth, here we go. Honey Williams. Hey, honey, how you doing? Hey, Lady Divine. Hey, Tawanda. Exactly. Facts. You spending $1,400 on a man. You spending $30,000 on a chain, but yet and still your lifestyle with your kids is not replicating the same thing. Like I said, you don't have to put your kids in name brand clothing every day because you still want kids to be able to play like kids. You're not gonna be putting no $1,000 jeans and no expensive clothes on no kids for them to be running around and tearing up. No, but when you going out and you doing certain things, or you doing, this is a high class a high, how can I say, supposed to be a high social media like, right? She's supposed to be high on the social media scale. So anytime you and your children step out, you know that people want to be taking pictures. You want to be taking pictures because you taking pictures is a form of content, right? But when you got people taking pictures of your kids laying in the trunk, I understand that one child was in the car seat, but everything ain't supposed to be seen. You got this man talking about the boy say he got his pants from Goodwill when he know damn well that was not the truth, just to put the situation on the spot too, which lets it be known, okay, he's wearing his mother's pants. A young teenage boy is stealing his mother's name brand pants to be able to wear, to feel like he's a part of fashion, because I guess he's not into the Kmart, the Walmart, and he's not even at the age where he's running around and playing, doing things that a little child is doing. So even if he got a couple of bits and pieces of some expensive things, right? I think that he would be able to take care of it. But didn't this boy get punched in his chest allegedly, right? Over something expensive, baby? Wasn't at that point in time it was shoes? I'ma definitely get into the comments. Just give me a minute to roll it on out, y'all. Whoever did not see the beginning, y'all know the replay gang be strong. Love is real on y'all, because y'all be coming through. When I be reading them comments after the video or the live be over, all I see is replay tay, replay tay, replay tay. I love it. Hit the like button for your girl. Rebecca says Bree and the girls did dress alike when she was wait. That's why I said it. See, Rebecca, you just like me been watching their content for a minute, baby. So you understand what it is that I'm saying. You had a whole line that you were supposed to be starting with your daughter, but then you go and start these little cheap Alibaba sweatsuits with this man, and all of that stuff goes out the window. And then we get fake facial creams and butters that's made in the basement. I'm not wanting nothing that's coming out that basement. Walter's in the basement. You know the things they said that Walter has done. I don't want no type of butter from the basement where Walter is at. Definitely so, but with your daughters, you can definitely grow because you have people that have, you would be able to tackle both audience, people with children, people that are adults, and it wouldn't have to be drama filled. If you don't want the negativity that still came from this situation, why would you still be playing off of this situation? Because people stay taking shots online. It's not something that they say one person does, it's something that people do, and it's on the consistent basis too. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. 11K Tay. Right. Just a week ago, I was 10K. Now I'm 11K. Show me some respect, baby. Hit that like button. But yes, it's something that can also help you grow within a different direction. You sitting out here doing Dollar Tree gender reveals, and you could be sitting there getting meals, getting type good content, getting good clothing. Listen, you got a 4-year-old, and then I'm not really too sure how old Lauren is, but she's almost about to be preteen. I don't want to say the wrong age, but she's still a young girl. And then Brianna is supposed to be a woman, but she's immature, so she's a young girl too. But you understand what I mean? You could tackle 3 different audiences. You can get income from 3 different streams, from baby clothing to young girl clothing to woman clothing, instead of focusing on the man and still creating more babies and pushing the babies that you got on the back burner. What you gonna do different with this baby that you didn't do with the other babies that you've had already? I mean, we want to know. And if you do something different with this baby that you don't do with all your babies, wouldn't that be some type of favoritism? What would make this baby different than all the other babies that you've had? That would be a question that would have to be asked. I mean, people say that they don't put their kids on the internet that often because, see, people be in my comments, right? And I just don't respond to foolery, but I do give people the chance to voice their opinion, right, baby? Until I see it going into a direction where it's on some yellow school bus type stuff, and then I'm going to tap out, right? But, right, if a person does not put their children on the internet, then why do we have so many clippings of their children on the internet? But it's for foolery. It's not for good things. It's not for the factors of how can I say, any type of career changes for her. I thought when she brung out that little show that she was going to do, that was supposed to be her moving things in a different direction for her and her children, right? Let me know if I'm wrong. The part for me, he wanted that boy in trouble. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Let me get into these comments. Don't forget the ring she got him also. Right, right, right. Don't forget the ring. And yes, she did. Like we said, she wanted him to get in trouble. I'm in the comments right now. He ain't bought her ish. No, he hasn't, Bella. And that's the thing that I was saying about things being reciprocated. If you're in an equal relationship with someone and you're a woman, even if you're alone or whoever you are and you come by yourself. But if you come with kids, it's a package deal. But when you got somebody in text messaging saying out their own mouth that somebody done said F them kids, then that lets you know where their mind state is. Because kids should never have anything to do, right, with adult situations. But if you come into a situation with a person, you're supposed to be able to maintain them the same way that they are able to maintain you. Times is going to be hard. Sometimes things is not going to always be 100. And if one person falls short, then okay, then I wouldn't mind helping a person out. If I fall short, a person wouldn't mind helping me out. But when you come into a situation falling short, then that's where the problem comes in. But I'm gonna tell y'all why. That's because a person bring that person online, and the fact is of showing the world that they can spoil him. Remember the little parties, the little gifts, the little things, the billboards, the shopping sprees, and every and all other type of things. Okay, now when you get a person used to something and they don't have to do nothing, what do you think they're going to expect? And then when you don't do those same things, what do you think that you're going to get? I mean, it's common sense. I purchased my grandbaby a grandbaby newborn. It wasn't really expensive, but Mosky is going to be outed once Jarnell baby comes. Tay, you are always on point. Thank you, honey. Yes, and it's sad because Lauren was made to be in basically response be responsible for Mosky. Anytime you seen them within the situation, that's the person that was holding that baby down once LaTruth was not around. It was a family unit when he was there. That's the most of a family unit we've seen Brianna in. And for her to say that that was one of her most terrible relationships, that's kind of hard to believe for me. I'm not saying people don't go through things because we did not live with them people, baby. But we going off of the things that they put online, right? The same way she put online and she wanted us to believe this one thing and we had to observe to get our opinion from it is the same way we get to give our opinion and observe from the other things that we seen. And we didn't see none of this negativity when they were in a relationship. Once that divorce came, oh Lord, shit hit the fan. And I guess the lingerie showing up on the porch, once that got thrown to the wolves, and it was like that showed a person that no, if you not going to let the public know that it didn't go the way that it really went, I can't be sitting here having meetings with you behind closed doors and acting like things is cool when you lying to millions of people. People argue. Yeah, people go back and forth. I'm not saying that those things wasn't or didn't take its course. Of course, we all done possibly got into some nasty arguments or things that maybe don't went too far. If we could remember, right? Hey, dream girl. Like, we all have been, but we've seen the situations that we seen take place. And yeah, Robert may say, oh, I'm arguing with the woman, and I may be saying and defending myself because you ain't gonna just be yelling at me because I ain't nobody's kid. But far as the aggressiveness, we seen that from the other end. We seen that person throwing juice and hitting hats and being aggressive with babies on their hip while they in the pool. You understand? So when you saying that things was one way, you gotta help people see that, baby, because that's not what we see. Because somebody that's scared in a situation or being mistreated in a situation, they're not going to provoke that same situation. That would not make sense to me. I don't know no woman that was getting her head knocked in between the washing machine and dryer, provoking a nigga to hang her laundry out to dry. Uh-uh. Any woman that was getting her head knocked in between the washing machine and the dryer, if anything, she was trying to talk a situation down, guard her shit, or figure out how she was going to get the hell out, or when she was going to get the hell out, or if she was going to be able to get the hell out with her life in some cases. I'm not gonna provoke somebody I know that's willing to knock my head in between the washing machine and the dryer, to knock my head in between the, no, make it make sense. So I'm gonna throw juice on a person that I know is a physical, what you say, ABUSER. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. To the no. To the no, no, no. Ain't gonna happen. I want to know, where was the mother since this is her first grandchild? She ain't been around since that trip went down, because she was not happy about that situation at all, y'all. We all seen in the video, you know how if that was a grandmother's first grandchild, they would normally be ecstatic. That woman had to take a seat as if she was thinking, like, I know this itch bay did not bring me all this way to play in my face. She know I really don't like her like that after she done sent me them text messages, call herself exposing my son to me, talking about how he does this and he does that. It's really no respect in that. And when you got somebody that's of an older nature, you supposed to deal with them a certain way. It's certain boundaries that you're not supposed to cross. You're not dealing with somebody that's 24 or 25. She ain't got time to be playing games. She's up in age. She's his mother. So respectfully, even if y'all did that in the comfort, or even the fact is if y'all did it in the fact is of a little bit more personal, a little bit more intimate, something that was in between y'all before y'all brung it to the internet. She was not prepared for that. Especially after you done told people she a whole bunch of crackheads. Was she about to be the first crackhead grandmama known on the internet? People be wrong as shit. Let me go into these comments. I hope y'all had y'all water today. And I ain't gonna lie, I only drunk water once, all right? Don't even come at me either. Don't, because you know I be struggling. But I hope y'all did have y'all's. He really seemed like he has a dislike for the oldest boy. Yeah, because he always trying to seem like he putting him on the spot for some reason. Hey, humble me hype. How you doing, girl? When they were a family with LaTruth, they were well kept. Talk about it. You never seen them kids without their hair done. The boys got their hair cut when LaTruth got his shape up or whatever what was going on. And anything that was done as a family. They were doing family photo shoots, not just photo shoots the one time as they went to Jamaica. No, they had family portraits on the wall. Him, her, them, they. Right. Hit that like button for y'all, girl. All day. Right, right, right. Seem like mom and dad have a dislike of the oldest son. Now Mr. Ed have joined in on him. I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm gonna just be honest. Even somebody coming in so soon into the situation, what killed me is when a person said that last year they was talking about having this baby, right? Now, this situation of this saga been going on for 2 years. That means we talking about is soon, but you don't think that that would have been really soon? Because that would mean as soon as you met a person, y'all was talking about having kids, or did a person tell you that they wanted to have kids within their future and you took the future as within 6 months? And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know about anybody else, but this is the fastest pregnancy I ever seen take place. I told y'all on my last live, the 90-day pregnancy. Right. None of them supporters were coming at our age to wait. None of them. None of them. None of them was coming at nobody. He was not having this negativity in his comments the way that he does now. And she was not having the motion that she had at this point in time for the things that she got motion for, if that's what she want to call it. It sure wasn't dysfunction, because this is some dysfunctional ish. I don't want to be with nobody that's spitting in my face talking about I'm proud to have they baby. That sound like The Color Purple. Right, Tay, but Jarnell get brownie points for being a right. He took the kids to church. And then the fact is that people be lying. Because just the fact is, just like Sis Queen Step said, how Sis say that she in North Carolina, but he talk about he taking the kids to church in Atlanta. Make it make sense. I mean, hey Maya, how you doing tonight, honey? Blessings on blessings. Hey Latte in chat, I can't believe I caught a live. I will go back as well. Yes. Replay gang, there we go. She is supposed to respect his mother for being his mom. Well, we see that she ain't respect his mother at all, because even if a man tell you something in private, something as secretive as that, you gonna go and tell the world and millions of people that he is a crackhead, that she was a crackhead? That is disrespect, because for one, you telling it to people that you don't even know like that. This is not people that you grew up with. This is people that you met on the internet. Half the people that these people done met is on the internet. So for you to divulge that type of personal information to somebody that you don't know like that would be crazy. That goes to show you people be needing friends. People definitely be needing friends. Cause ain't no way I'm gonna be like, yeah, you know his mother was a crackhead, right? Yeah, she was a big crackhead. Then she went in rehab and everything. And then this is the same lady that you gonna send text messages talk about he choked, spit, cut me. And then take her halfway across the world to go, surprise, we having the baby. I'm pregnant. What? Oh no, you about to have that lady back to starting smoking crack. You gonna have her relapse. Lord save her. Save her, it, them, and they. We just want to pray for the kids, because the fact is I would like to say this right here to him. Oh, Moski's clocked in. At least she's doing positive goddamn content. The shit that he do with her can be sold on a children's network. It can go further. It can be content that people can watch with their children. Why would somebody want to watch content with a child being forced to be played as a pawn with adults? When we see her, the only thing that I can give credit for, and the girl probably learned it off the tablet, Lord have mercy, right? Is when the girl was speaking the different languages when she was on the camera with her mother. Hey, cousin, come through break room. Right, come through break room. Kisses on kisses, baby. You know I love you. Yes, that was the most entertaining thing I seen her do online with one of her children. Now, when you see another person with a child, if they're going to be on camera, wouldn't you want it to be for some positivity? Now, even though the factors of the bedwetting thing, let's get into the factors of the bedwetting thing. Hit that like button, y'all. Come on, don't leave my like button naked. Put some clothes on it. Make that thing go ding. You want me to give you some time so you can hit the like button? Oh, okay. Support one of your favorite content creators. That's right. On top of the fact is that all support is a contribution to the channel. The likes, the shares, the subscribes. Even listen, even if you chose to dislike my shit, come out the bushes and be bold enough to do it. Fuck it. And my Cash App is on the screen so you can make my shit go ching-a-ling-a-ling, ching-a-ling-a-ling. Right. But My thing, right? Right? Because we got another thing. We got to think. If a person is going to be on camera, like I said, wouldn't it want to be for entertaining content? When we first met these people, we watched them because it was wholesome family content. We did not know that this dysfunctional shit was going to take place at some point in the future. Not none of us would have wished none of this on any of them that played a part of it. Now we gonna cut Jonelle out for a minute. You understand? Because when we all or some of us probably just came on in the dysfunctional part, but for the ones that was watching them, right? Drop a one down in the comments if you was watching them before the saga started, or drop a two if you only learned of them because of the saga. Let's get this going. Let me see how long y'all been on board. Drop a one if you've been watching before the saga. Drop a two if you came on after the saga, if that is the way that you learned of these people. Okay, I see some ones dropping down in the chat. Ones, 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 ones. Here we go. See, that's where I'm at with it. I'm a one, okay? I was watching before the saga, so I didn't get into the mix just because the mix became mixy, right? I was watching them for the factors of the wholesome family content that they was doing. Even the skits, I was able to. Ooh, look at the ones popping up in the chat, baby. So we all been on board for a minute. Okay, I like that. Look at the ones. Look at the ones popping up. See? That's what I'm talking about. A couple of us, a lot of us been here since for a while, right? So we didn't just start watching them because the bullshit started becoming some bullshit. A lot of us was shocked that the situation even happened, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, right? Some of us wasn't just in the situation because, oh shit, you seen what happened with the Latruce? Oh wow, it's a money grab. Everybody's getting on board now. Now is the time. If you was watching them and actually spoke or decided to become a follower of theirs because you was watching before, then you understand where I'm coming from. You liked the family content. You're not getting none of that from the distinction of that side. But when you see Mosky with Robert, you still get family content. So we see who was in control of the content at that time and who was doing the planning and the writing and the skitting and the actual business part of the situation, right? But over here, we also see where the negativity also played a part in where it came from within the situation too. Because if the family content is no longer going on over there, and you now saying you have a whole new family, right? This is where Jonelle is reinserted because now you with a whole new person, right? So that would still be the family formula: man, woman, child, right? So it's man, woman, children, right? That's supposed to be a family setup. But why from that setup, the only thing we're getting is dysfunction? We didn't see dysfunction or hear of any dysfunction or hear of any Robert's flaws until that situation was over and done with, right? He became the big bad wolf, right? We all know him, big bad wolf, big bad Robert, right? But in this situation that is recent, and while a person is actually in the situation, we're seeing all of the dysfunction play out right in front of us. And it's not only with one, it's with man, woman, and child. Let me get down into the comments now. I see some ones popping up still. Hey, God is able. Welcome everybody in the chat. Hit that like button for your girl. Support me in the best way. All positivity. Anything you can make ring, make it ring. Make it ring a ling a ling. And that's the like button, the share button, the subscribe button, or the cash app button too for your favorite creator, boo boo. That's right. 1 year before. Oh, you was here 1 year before the saga. Okay. So you got to see some of the family content before things fell apart. And at that time, what did we get to see? Right? We got to see mother and daughter clothing lines being made. We got content from a woman and a man that was relatable when you having problems within a relationship. But what is so convenient? Let's speak about that. It's so crazy how a lot of the skits that was done then actually came to be the truth, because what we didn't know at the time was that Robert actually was allowing her to be herself. They were playing out their actual parts. It was actual situations that they were going through that they were bringing to the screen as a skit, because it was relatable to see if other people may be dealing with the same things in their relationships. You understand what I'm saying? To get the feedback from it. So when you're able to do things and get a positive response, you understand? Let's take this negative and turn it into a positive. Let's see if other people are dealing with the same things. You speak your piece as a woman, I speak my piece as a man, and of course we'll go back to the comments and we'll see how people felt or if they've dealt with the same thing that we're dealing with. It wasn't the factors of just dysfunction where you got text messages being leaked, where a person was being choked, spit on, and fuck them kids. It wasn't that type of source. It was regular arguments that men and women get into. You understand? Some women are insecure or been in situations that made them secure that insecure to the fact as to where they have trust issues, and they put those trust issues or force those trust issues off onto someone else, which brings negativity into a situation. Because as I don't give a damn, as a woman, a man, a human being, it's only about so many times you're gonna defend yourself towards or for the same thing. I'm grown. I mean, if you feel like I'm lying at some point in time, it don't matter what I say that's going to make you feel that it's the truth. And when you feel like you gotta go as far as checking my phone, because it's something that woman, I done checked the phone, and when you go looking for some shit and you find some shit, that's what you have to deal with. But if this is the key words, right? This is the key words, right? How you handle it after that, that part is solely on you. Because if you're an adult and if you see something that you don't like, you have all rights from that point right there to go, right? If you choose to stay within that situation, knowing the narrative that comes along with it, then that is on you. And that's some things that some of us do. We get into things that we know that we can't handle, right? At the time, yeah, I can handle this. I can handle this. Like saying you could be friends with a dude that you know you got feelings for. That's the stupidest shit in the world, right? That we subject our shit ourselves to, right? Because then soon as a person tell you, listen, I'm not willing to take things that far, or I don't want to be that serious, then your feelings is hurt. But as an adult, you made the choice to go along with it. But some people feel like they have the power to change people, right? If a person wants to change, you ain't gonna have to change them. They're going to change on their own. If it's for you, it's going to be for you, right? Let's get down in these comments. You was here way before the saga and everything, before all of the drama. That's what I'm talking about. We got to see good family, wholesome content. Okay? Right. If you as an adult making a decision, you have to stand on it, but you can't blame somebody else for the decision that you chose to make. You said you was grown enough to be able to handle this. We talked about this. You said this was this. But in some cases, in a lot of cases, if we going to talk about women as a whole, Some women be feeling like they have pussy power to control the narrative in situations to change the mind state of men. And that's where I feel Jonelle came in at, right? Right? Agree with me. Agree with me. We're gonna be dropping numbers all night. Drop a one if you think, right, that Jonelle and Bree was just supposed to be a linky link, right? A sneaky link, a clout link, right? Things wasn't supposed to be as serious as we see them now. He did not sign up to be a family man. If you think he did not sign up to be a family man, drop one in the comments. If you think that he did drop into the situation to become a family man and be a part of all that she had, drop a two. If you thought that, or you think that he is possibly family man material, that's what it is. Drop a two. If you think that he just got into the situation at first for the sneaky link of it all, the clout chase of it all, the banging the buns of it all, hit that one button, y'all. The ones, look, here we go. Number one, 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 one. There we go, y'all. Because I'm a one too. I'm going to go with the one as well. I do not see him as a family man at all. So I'm going to go with the one. That's right. Here we go. The ones. Let me pop y'all ones up on the screen. Let's do that. Let's do that. If y'all just coming in, make sure y'all hit that like button for your girl, baby. Let's make that algorithm ring, ring, ring for your girl, Tay. And if you are not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button, baby, while these ones is dropping in. These ones go crazy. Because I don't think that he was in it for the family ordeal either. I think it was just supposed to be a smash type thing, a clout type thing, a jealousy type thing. I'm supposed to be over my last situation type thing. And this is what I'm going to do to prove to the internet that I'm doing something new, right? But what he didn't know is Brie lies. Right? That's right, Terry. Terry went crazy with the ones. There we go. There we go. Those ones go crazy, right? Because he just came to tap that, get a little at that, right? Get a little cash back. Because that's what he been getting, some ass and some cash. Right. So the family thing, I think that was supposed to be on the past. He wasn't in it for all of that, right? But he didn't know that Brie lies, right? And when she attached herself to certain guys, because remember, when she first came out with this man, she said he had so much motion. He was big motion, big stepper, big pepper, green pepper, right? Right. The booger picker. Right. There we go. We all know, right? See, look, them ones still coming in. Y'all be knowing, and y'all be knowing. He just came to tap that. He was not trying to make it a package deal, right? But like we said, he did not know that Brie lies, right? And with Brie lies, when she attached herself to certain guys, being that he was supposed to be big motion, she thought that attaching herself to him at first, that it was supposed to make Robert jealous, right? So now let's just see how things played themselves out. Not too long ago, I think y'all remember around Valentine's Day correct me if I'm wrong. Robert and Miss Season did a skit where Miss Season pretended to be pregnant, right? Right? So now, if you remember, her peoples was going in a frenzy, right? It was in a frenzy because, oh, he up here with this lady. She pregnant, fake pregnant, whatever is that supposed to mean, right? So you know Big Bree, the one up and the one who always want to attach herself to men how? Babies, right? So the first thing she's going to do is stop taking her birth control, boo. If he think that he turned the internet up, let's see how it really is gonna turn the internet up when they find out that I'm pregnant for real, for real. For real, for real. Because it's like a repeated thing, right? Robert told her he didn't want no kids, right? He ain't want no kids. He had a daughter already. He was focused on his career. He was helping her with the kids that she had. They already was a family ordeal. You understand? Maybe a little whatever, whatever. Okay, but when you're in a relationship, right, and it's supposed to be your husband, how you sneak thief him by stop taking your birth control? It's a difference if a person knows between when a person don't know. If I knew that you wasn't on your birth control, right? Then I knew I would have had to do something extra to protect myself. But if we come to the conclusion as a couple that the form of birth control that we're going to go with, right, is the form of female birth control, which is the pill or whatever that you have to be in control of, that means I'm putting you in trust of that situation and that it is handled. I don't feel I should have to search behind you or check behind you as my wife to say, oh yeah, well, you know what? It could be a chance that she ain't taking her birth control or she off her birth control, because I know we discussed she's on birth control and that's going to be our form of protection, right? So now when a person finds out like, oh wow, I'm pregnant. Bitch, how you pregnant? You told me. I thought, hold up, hold up. So now if Robert would have walked away from the situation because he was tricked into something that he said that he was not ready for at that time, then he would have been a deadbeat, right? But he took on the responsibility, even though that's something that he spoke vocally and said that he wasn't at that moment trying to do that. He was focused on the career, focused on the family that they had already, but he still was the man that he was, right? And took it on. So now you mean to tell me the same man that you went off birth control for to sneak a baby on is the same person that you saying that ain't shit as a father? Why would you want to force a baby on them then? You see me? I'm giving it time. Let me get to these comments. Why would you want to force a baby on a man that you saying is a not shit father? If the things that you saying now, past tense, out of the relationship, baby born, Dasharia and his relationship is ruined, past tense, right? Prior to when you got off of your birth control, boo, you had to see some qualities in this man at that time that made you want to give him a child. Maybe it was because he was already taking care of your kids as if they were his own, and he showed you that he had actual father values within him. So you knew if you had a child by him, those qualities would still be around for you and your babies. You never thought that as a man he would be rejecting to divorce you and leave his relationship. Some people, when they get tired, they be motherfucking tired. Oh, I said I wasn't gonna cuss tonight. I ain't say I wasn't gonna cuss. I just said I wasn't gonna cuss so much, right? I could pass with a couple. Let me get into these comments. That HOE going to have 10 kids before. Yes, because yes, if you decide to have a baby by every man that you meet, that's exactly what's going to happen. But you can't say that a man is a good dad while they in a relationship, taking care of your other kids and doing all the things that the last man in your relationship was not doing for his kids, because we didn't see him make a noise, a peep, a sound for the 6 years that Robert was around. So the fact is that Robert thought that this man, well, he knew that they existed because he exists because the kids had to be made. But far as having a problem with this man fighting to be a kid of his life, a part of his kid's life, mind you, these are social media influencers, right? The same way people got platforms now, right? People had platforms then, right? If and when him and this woman was in a relationship, the same way we see the first baby father active on social media now, Why we never seen him speak out? Why you don't let me see my kids? Why you keeping my kids from me? The only way we heard of this man is when she was also creating a narrative on him. That's where we get the pistols and the pit bulls. So every relationship that you leave, it can be toxic while you there. It takes two people to be toxic sometimes. It's not always one. Toxic is toxic. And once certain people be within a toxic situation, it becomes a normal to them. So the situation that she was in with her baby father, she got left. He got married. She moved to wherever she was from, wherever she was at, to with Robert to try to do the same thing that her baby father did to say, listen, I'm going to go get married and take your kids. But the difference is he didn't go as hard for his as Robert was willing to go for his. Listen, I don't give a fuck about nothing that you do, right? My only concern is my child, right? And that's what we've seen the beef be about, right? The child, right? Let me get into the comments. God is able, right? Exactly. God sure is able. And karma is definitely an itch. And what you do is what will come back for you. And what you wish for somebody else is something that will definitely be your best friend. And the good luck that she thought she was going to have, wishing bad luck on somebody else, ain't been the good luck that she been getting. I mean, if you want to say getting into a whole new relationship, creating the same narrative and getting knocked up is a goal, then all right. I guess that's accomplishments for some people. But to all, I don't think so. But let's get into the fact is a goddamn buckle-eyed, seven-laid-eyed genie. Why the hell she on there with them Coca-Cola goddamn bottle, Pepsi bottles, and magnifying glasses, sitting here trying to copy 2K's how can I say? See, this is why people can't be original. And that's what pisses me off, right? She's going to open the phone line. Okay, you see somebody with a good idea, you want to try to follow suit, right? But why are you going to try to follow suit with some bullshit? Because what type of narrative are you trying to create? I'm confused. Let me know if y'all seen the live that Jeannie did when she opened the phone lines for the people to call in and they was talking a whole bunch of bullshit. Because see, for me, it's one thing to take accountability, and it's another thing to be a straight up ass kisser, right? And some people will act like they taking accountability for something to still continue to be able to ass kiss. Oh, I don't have a problem with this person. I'm neutral here. I have no problem there. But they throwing and putting all type of shit in the game to be and see where they can fit. Wherever they're going to be accepted, that's where they're going to go. That's a lot of people's problem on this internet. And that's why me, I stay on the straight and narrow. I don't get involved in nothing that don't pay me. If Brianna is the information that pays me and what I speak on that pays me, then that means that I'm doing my job. Me coming up here doing anything else, talking about anything else other than I choose to, other than which would get me paid to, you understand? But another person that's on the same level as me, I'm not going to give them that type of attention. It's no benefit in it. None at all. If I'm seeing my numbers go up from staying focused on what I'm supposed to do, why would I ever be distracted to do the things that everybody else is doing? I ain't got time for time. But Jeannie, let's get back to her, right? When you see people trying to just fit in, when she thought it was cool to be a Robert fan, she was a Robert fan, right? Once she felt like the flame was going out, being a Robert fan, and the saga was about to come to an end because they were getting a divorce, so everything had took its course. Then she want to spin the narrative that, oh, you know what? The same way we gave the husband his flowers, we gonna have to give the wife, excuse me, we're gonna have to give the wife her flowers because it's equal flowers, neutral flowers, and Ampha was right and was positive. So when I supported Robert, right, I made sure that I stood by him, by what it is that I knew in the receipts, and it was for the positive because I'm a church going woman. So now that I'm going to give the wife her flowers, I don't think it should be a problem because we neutral and we supposed to be what's for right. No bullshit. You trying to do what's going to keep the attention, boo, and you trying to go wherever the attention at. Where you thought the fire was dying down on one end, you had to spin a narrative on the other, and you know and knew that as hard as you went for that man, that if you abandoned ship and went just as hard for or tried to attempt to speak anything on the wife, that was going to bring you all type of attention. Somebody that called themselves the internet sister, right? Somebody that paid $1,000 to take a picture. This woman dressed up in a dress the same color as this man Tesla. Right now, that's where you're supposed to take accountability for that goddamn shit right there. Take accountability for paying $1,000 to pay to go all the way. Now, I'm gonna just be honest. See, when people have showings and viewings and meet and greets and stuff like that, you buy a ticket, you go to the event, you see the person that you want to see, right? I'm not paying $1,000 to meet and greet and take a picture in front of nobody's Tesla in a gas station, baby. That was the first time we seen Jeannie eyes look straight at the camera with no glasses on. That was the first time I guess she went and got her some contacts for that because she went all the way there to give Robert his flowers, right? She went to make sure she gave Robert his flowers at the gas station, and she made sure she was matching his Tesla so she can show him just how much of on his side she really was, right? But once she seen that $1,000 didn't get her no extra attention, no extra ick, or nothing else than anybody else on the internet, sis started flipping out. Mind you, she cried over this man on the internet for 2 weeks. Every time I went in my timeline on Facebook, Jeannie was live. Tell me if I'm lying. Let me go down into the comments. She a Robert reject. Yes, knew she was. She crazy. She thought she was gonna be able to pay for the stick, and he wasn't with it. All right, we cool on the internet, but that's as far as it's going to go. I'm happy that you support me, and I'm appreciating the support, but that's about it. That's about it. You wear enough glasses for the both of us, sis. I'm good. And I'm not even trying to be funny, but any bitch that's glasses is that thick, you know she kind of cuckoo. Anytime Brianna put her glasses on that's that thick, what she start doing? Lying, crying and lying, crying and lying. Oh, wait, y'all. Let me just throw this in there, right? Y'all seen the pic that Queen Step dropped on her community wall, y'all? Cause sis, she be having the source, right? She be having the source, right? And I seen on her community wall, right. And did y'all see that the first baby father wife looks like Jeremica? From the saga Jeremica. Listen, y'all know the damn name I'm trying to say. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, then drop it down in the comments and correct me, y'all. Jeremica, yeah, huh. They look just like goddamn twins. That's why when Bree and Robert was arguing when she was throwing his stuff out the closet, and he was like, "Look, I can replace all this shit." Right. And then that was the argument that they was at. Right. That's another point to you guys. That argument was because he did not want to adopt her kids. And make it make sense. If this man is a deadbeat and ain't shit as a father, why would you be throwing his shit out because he don't want to adopt your kids? That's kind of that. Anyway, we know that was one of those lies, right? But remember in that video when Robert was like, "You be watching them, you know everything that they do, every move that she make," and she was like, because she fat and black. I guess she wasn't lying on that, but that goes to show that she was actually watching the wife, right? And she was lying about the fact of Robert being a goddamn deadbeat. Because why would you want him to adopt your kids if that's the type of signs that he's showing you? Mind you, I'm tired of people talking about him and Desharia's relationship, right? Because Brianna and the internet is what fucked that up. I'm going to be honest. And her mama, okay? Because when you don't allow men, okay? I've been a subject of this, right? When there's a man that's a father, right? And he disciplines his child, it's not going to be for him to agree with the same thing that the mother agrees with. That's why the mother is the mother and the father is the father. If that's what your mother let you do, that's what your mother let you do. But I, as your father, is not going to let you do that. And you're not going to think that you're going to control me or control the narrative to have me letting you do what you think that you're going to be doing what you want to do, right? No. So before the internet and Brianna, ain't this the same man that had full custody of his daughter? Didn't he let her or allow her to go back with her mother? Now, when you have custody of someone, let me say this loud for the people in the bushes. Can y'all hear me back there in the bushes? Okay. When you have custody of somebody, that is a court order. That means you went in front of a judge, and a judge seeing you as a fit parent to be able to take on the responsibility of this child. Now, we're not going to even talk about what situation the mother possibly could have been in at that time where the child needed to be with the father, because it don't even have to be one. But as we've got to know Ciara, there's always a situation. Okay, always a situation. But there had to be a court order for this man to be able to have custody of his child, right? So that means someone of a higher power said, "You know what? I see you as a responsible adult to be able to take responsibility of this child. So I'm going to give you the rights," right? Because he had the rights, right? So now with him having rights of his daughter, I seen her going within a positive nature. He was trying to push her singing career, tell her all the things that she can be without falling short to becoming a statistic, right, baby? Don't be one of these young girls out here. Use your talent for what you can use it for to go further in life. Okay, they say he always putting his kids on camera. Okay, if I'm happy about my kids and I think that my kids is what it is, I'm going to put them in front of the camera too. Because listen, I believe you can be anything that you want to be, and I want the world to see the same thing that I see. That's on period. Listen to my daughter's voice. I put my kids on camera every chance I get because I'm a proud parent and I want people to see the joys that I get to see in my babies as well. If you go to Latte World and you see my rails on Facebook, you get to see a definite inside seat to me and my babies, because that's what you're going to see, because I'm a proud parent. So when you're proud of something, you want to show it off, I would think, right? Just like your accomplishments. Ain't your kids one of your biggest accomplishments in life? Hey, look what I did. One of my biggest blessings, right? So now when she gets in the hands of the situation, once Robert gets with Bree, because he was doing content with Desharia long before Bree came along, right? Still yelling at the people in the back in the bushes, right? He was doing content with Desharia way before Bree came along. But when you have someone that's not bringing morals and benefit into a situation because they want to be the next city girl, and you have a young girl that's looking up to them, they're going to replicate the things that they see. She get around Bree, she want to start wearing eyelashes. She want to start wearing long weaves. She want to start going to the mall with boys. And let's talk about that situation, because if we gonna spin the block, let's spin the block and make it hot. I'm gonna get to the comments. We're gonna have a little comment segment, okay? Where I'll give people a chance to, and don't forget to support. I'm not just talking to be talking. This is my job. So please support by all costs. And it ain't always got to be monetary. Listen, if you could support monetary, please do. But that like button should not be frozen to you. Hit that, baby. Anyway, right? If I'm trying to get my child to move at a certain pace, and I got them around somebody that's moving around a fast pace, that's going to make it look like everything that I'm telling my child I don't want them to do is wrong, because they see another person basically pouring that into them. Hey, put the long hair, put the this. But let's get into the situation of the mall, right? A father has all rights, and that's the narrative that they create these days. And that's why kids is the way that they is. We got our ass beat. Okay, that's why a lot of us as adults, we got boundaries, we have respect, and that's why the new generation is fucked up as it gets, because they make these kids believe that they are equal to adults, baby, and ain't no child equal to no goddamn adult. And especially as a parent, as you get older, I get older, we will never be on the same goddamn stage. Not in that lane. No, 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 no. This generation is allowed to have too much or too many opinions when it comes down to an adult. When we was raised and when I was coming up, respect was a fucking thing. You're not even supposed to speak when or while an adult is speaking. I was not, and I don't even allow my kids to use the word liar. I wish I would use the word liar in a sentence while I'm talking. You, that's cursing. I wish I would sit there and be going back and forth with an adult in front of my parent, calling myself telling a story. Listen, if this adult did not try to physically harm me or violate me in a certain way, and that's the reason why I'm speaking out, anything else is disrespect. Anything else is disrespect. So now when her father allows her to go to the mall, listen, you can go to the mall if that's what you want to do. I don't have a problem with that. But I'm going with you. I'll see, even if I sit in the parking lot and wait for you. I won't sit there and even, clout your spot or, suffocate you and your friends. You and your friends could go and be friends. Okay? I'll be in the parking lot waiting for you, baby. Right. But if you don't want that, what you supposed to be doing at the mall who's coming to the mall that you don't want me to see? Why is it that you don't want me to be there, baby? For one, here, I'll give you your own money. You can go in the stores and shop here. You want to shop? Take the money to go shop. But what is it that you don't want me to see that you're trying to stop me from going with you where you're going, baby? Because if you think I'm going to drop my child off at a mall and then just leave, Oh no, that's not happening. That's not happening with some other kids. No, no, that's not happening. I'm not one of those parents. If the other parents is comfortable with leaving their kids in a public mall and then whatever, okay. I don't feel comfortable with that. Well, I'm gonna drive all the way back home to have to come back and get you. That's a waste of gas. I might as well just chill in the parking lot, let you do what you're doing with your friends, and when you're ready to go, I'll be here. Simple, right? I'm gonna get to the comments, y'all, because you know the comments. I don't want them to distract me, right? So now this girl argued her father down because she didn't want him to go with her, or it was a no. Whether if he wasn't going, she wasn't going. That was the basic. So now when you get disrespectful and you want to start slamming doors in my house, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold the fuck. I don't know what you do in your mama house, but now you about to meet God's house. Because if you think you're going to be slamming doors in my house, that's where all goes out the window. Because I'm going to beat your ass. And a father tapping his daughter's ass should never be seen as A-B-U-S-E with A-B-U-S-E-R. Okay? And because they put this shit and put that shit in the kid's head, that's what they try to use for disrespect. And now the whole internet, aside with Brianna, to try to get that to be a part of her narrative, just made it a bigger narrative, which ruined something that was more important, which was a father and daughter relationship. That's the things that people are not seeing. Listen, let's really talk about it. Before Bree, there was Desharia and Robert, baby. And that was before her kids or the kid that they created. The same way he is with Momo is the same way he was with Desharia. The same way he went to court for one baby is the same way he went to court for the other. What love has he not shown that he has for his kids, other than the factors of he has no love for being disrespected? I don't care. Let's get down in here. That's why RH walked away when his child cussed him out. Yes, ain't no child of mine gonna feel like they standing toe to toe with me. I'm sorry. Even if I'm pissed off, if you got something to say, you better wait until it's a calmer situation and come back around and be like, hey, mom, remember when such and such? It didn't happen or take. That's the way that situation better take place. Because if you talking while I'm talking, I'm gonna feel like you're talking at me, and that's gonna be a problem for me. And we ain't doing that. Josh should go get a DNA. Lord, a 304 would be a 304, I guess, huh? Barbara said Josh should go get a DNA. Tanya says she would have been getting up off the floor playing with me. Talk about it, Tanya. Okay? Our parents didn't play. Wherever you act up at, that's where you got clapped up at. Don't play with me and don't embarrass me by somebody else having to even come to me and tell me about some shit you done did. That's even more of an embarrassment because now you trying to make people feel like that's the way I'm raising you in here. And I hate the fact is this is the thing for me. They say that you have to be broke in order to be able to see the truth. I don't know. I guess they saying because that's the narrative that be put in the, the comment section and stuff like that. Like, oh, y'all people broke, ain't such and such. Listen, everybody is at different stepping stones in life. Nobody is just living the high life. So we're not going to even put that narrative out there. But even a blind man can still hear the truth. And that's just common sense. If I'm sitting there, I go off of energy. Energy is everything. If you quiet, the room is loud. Do you understand? The person that's the quietest in the room is the most observant a lot of the times. People always ask one person why they don't speak, why they not talking much, but by them not speaking, that alone speak volumes. Because just because they're not speaking, it's bringing attention to them, which gives them the chance to fill people out without even having to say much. People giving them all the information that they need. That's like when you first walk into a room. What you do? You case the room. You seeing who in the room. You looking around. You filling people out. You understand what I'm saying? In the process of you filling out, the energy of you and the energy of others is what leads you to the area of the room and which part you're going to play. That's how people connect. But sometimes people be connecting to the wrong ass energy, but it be of the same energy. Two peas in the pod. Brianna and Janelle is a lot alike, and they act a lot alike, and that's why we see them display a lot of the same actions. But when it came to Desharia being in a situation with her father, the only thing that corrupted that situation was the tarnishment of Brianna. She had this girl feeling like what her father was saying was not gold when it was supposed to be all that. Listen, if that's what your father say, that's what it is. Not make it seem like, oh, he's hating on you being a teenager. He trying to control you to make the girl think. No, she was mind fucked and brung into a situation that she shouldn't have never had nothing to do with. She used that man kid against him. Period. And now she's doing it again with the youngest one. Tell me if I'm wrong, y'all. Tell me if I'm wrong, y'all. I told y'all we was gonna have a good time tonight. We was gonna get into it. So for people spinning that narrative to make it stay just like Jeannie with her 7 Google eyes talking about something, I just want to see know why he ain't going as hard for. Listen, once your child get to a certain, that girl is 16. I'm not saying that she's grown because she's not grown by far, but now she is also somebody's parent herself. And a lot of the things that her father has told her, she will find herself telling her own child at some point. And the best lesson to teach a kid sometimes is to let them fall and scrape their damn knee. If you don't want to listen to me, sometimes life is going to have to show you. How many things we've told our kids not to do, and that's the exact thing that they go and do. Let me know. Cause I know sometimes I was slipping and dipping on my parents. If they knew half of the shit that I did at the end of the day, and some of the shit that they did know that I did at the end of the day, it's still supposed to be boundaries when it come down to you and a child and their parents. And Brianna was never supposed to step into those waters when it came to Robert and his child. Because now look at the aftermath. She living in a hotel with her mama, with her child, not old enough or able enough to work for real. She's barely out of school. She's supposed to be graduating, but look how much she got on her plate. Exactly what he did not want for her, and her listening to the others is exactly what she got. Now, instead of her being able to follow her career and focused on things for herself, now she has to be responsible for someone else. And she's still a child that needs nurturing her damn self. Now she forced to be what? A Brianna or her mama? That's what the people in the bushes wanted for her. Why people wasn't online basically saluting or, backing Robert up? Hell no. She don't need no goddamn boyfriend at such and such age. No, she don't need to be hanging out with boys by herself. What do young kids want to do with each other by themselves that parents can't be there for, other than the things that make them parents? What privacy two of the opposite sex of children need together? Help me understand. Yep, that dude wife keeping. I'm gonna give y'all a chance. I'm gonna read the comments. I'm gonna give those a chance that did not hit the like button to hit the like button for your girl. If you did not share, share this video if you can. If you are not a subscriber, become a subscriber. You can always tip your host with the most. Cause listen, it take a lot to be up here and share this information. I've been up here for how long now? An hour and almost a half. Yes, 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 yes. Definitely show your host some support. I don't give a damn whether they say I'm begging or not. I'm working. And for my work, I should be acknowledged. Even if it's by a like button, a share, a subscribe, and a cash app is definitely appreciated in that. When people go to work, what they want to do, they want to get paid. I would like to get paid. Hello, I am Tay, 11K Tay, by the way. But I'm just giving people a chance to hit the like button if you don't, or didn't. Let me read some of these comments. I don't feel sorry for her. She know right from wrong. She knew how to go out and yes, she knew how to. That's all she know how to do. That's all she. Well, at least she done up. Listen. Never mind. That wouldn't be right. So you know what? If it ain't good, I ain't gonna say it because that was not about to be good. But she done bigged up from doing $100 videos for people named 20 mil. No offense to 20 mil, because he real whatever. But she was twerking for $100 in a video. That's the same video she was trying to get Robert to promote. So once she hooked the big fish, you understand what I'm saying? She abandoned ship on that too, right? RH had all emotion when she needed to get that video pushed. For all of those that are sending me cash apps, I'm on my phone right now. So before I go out of this live, I will definitely shout everybody out and give y'all appreciation. I just don't want the live to cut out because I'm not on my laptop. So I'm kind of scarce, but I definitely appreciate those that do. My cash app is Latte's World. If you do cash app me when you go on there, you're going to see me with a hand across my face and it says Judea because that is my name, baby. She's going to need a whole mommy makeover. Listen, right now she got Jonelle banging the last man goods. People say a person did not upgrade her. Listen, whoo, there go Genie with them seven eyes again, right? Talking about it was an enhancement. It wasn't no goddamn enhancement. That was not no enhancement. That was definitely an investment. He invested in her because him and her was going to be on camera doing content. So he wanted her to feel comfortable in her own skin if they were going to be bringing themselves to the public. These people are on camera every day. They're bringing themselves to us every day. So in order to be able to do that, you need to be able to be comfortable in your skin, baby. So whatever it was going to take for her to be comfortable in her skin after having children, to be able to be comfortable to be viewed to the public. Because listen, when she got with Robert, Timu wasn't even out there. Sis was wearing Timu wigs. And I'm not talking about the good Timu wigs. No, fuck that. Not even Timu, because we ain't gonna even play with Timu like that. Because Timu be having some good shit. Okay, she had a wish wig. She had a wish wig. Her shit came all the way. It traveled 2 months from Korea. It ain't have no parts. It only had the color tips. The shit was side crooked. In order for her to put the hair behind her ear, you know when the wig is so thick, the ear is folded? Right. She had a wish wig when she met Robert. So them surgeries was an investment because we're going to be on camera, baby. So I want you to be able to be comfortable. We're making the money, and that's what it's for us to be able to pour into ourselves, to be able to make more money, right? But then you go and take the money, the body that I bought you, to build the body I bought you, and you go and get banged out from some nigga in Staten Island, a remake of somebody from the Wu-Tang. You couldn't even go and get you somebody that was bigger than me. You went and got you fucking donkey of the day, donkey of the week, and donkey of the year. Are you serious here? Let's see if he be willing to put the same investments, being that they enhancements in her that Robert did. Let's see if he even get her goddamn BJ's or goddamn Walmart club membership for her to go shopping for some food with. Goddamn wish ass wig she showed up to that man house with. And now she actually wearing shit that could show some scalp. And don't do that. We ain't gonna do that. If Jarnell would he have dated the same breed that showed up to Robert doorstep with that wisher wig? That wisher wig, let's put that wisher wig and Jeannie Seven Eyes on her and see if that would have been what Jarnell would have been hooking up with. If that girl would have showed up to New York looking the fuck like that with that wisher wig, he would have been sending somebody outside. Look, she would have been standing outside of the club. She wouldn't have been able to even get in. She thought she was running down the middle of the street then. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. You in your wisher wig. Put your wisher wig on now. Being that it was an enhancement instead of investment. If it's such an enhancement, why the fuck you don't take the kids and get the same enhancement when you going to get your hair did? If you upgrade from wish wigs, how you still got them running around looking like anything? That's not cool for me. That's not cool for me. Why when Ja go get his hair cut, we don't never see him take the boys with him to go get his hair cut? That's because he was only in it for the butt in the nut. It wasn't never for the family cut. It wasn't never for the family. Goddamn wish a wig. Dating a nigga from Staten Island. I'm telling you. Robert could have claimed goddamn Bree body on his taxes. That he could have got some money back from that on his income taxes. I know that had to be I know she as a person got to be able to be a tax write-off at this point. She is definitely a tax write-off. All the shit he done did and all the shit that that he got to be able to claim her ass on his taxes at this point. Yeah, definitely a deductible. She might be an earned income credit. Shit. Goddamn. Yeah. Y'all stop laughing at me. Y'all know when I'm serious is when I'm most funny. And I'm dead serious. She showed up with a goddamn wisher wig in a Winnebago van, 3 children in a Best Buy uniform, and a food stamp card. And now she want to act like she came stomping the yard. Like the way we see her now is the way she always been. And then she want to get online every chance she could get and be calling people broke. Broke. I'd rather be a little broke and be able to get some money than be mentally fucking broken. I'm telling you the truth. And the way that wig was sitting, it was nothing but broken wishes underneath. I'm telling you. He should have known. I'm telling you. That's why he checked Miss Season's scalp when he started dating her. Like, oh shit, real here. Okay. Scalp. I'm safe. Even if she decide to wear a wig, it come with a scalp already. I ain't got to put a scalp to it. Anytime you got to buy the bitch scalp, You already know you're gonna have a problem. You already know you're gonna have a problem. And she came as a problem. Her and her wish a wig. That BBL killing y'all. That's why that shit started leaking. When you don't do no good, you don't get no good. And she ain't had a good fix since. We knew that it was leaking and leaking and leaking. Well, listen, you right about that, Amanda. You right about that. Bree too involved with Josh. She couldn't potty train that child because her focus was elsewhere. And see, the thing is, I'm gonna tell you, show signs of different things. And it's not that Mosky possibly could not be fully potty trained. She possibly do go to the bathroom during the day. She probably has a bedwetting problem at night, right? And sometimes, a lot of times, kids have bedwetting problems at night because of some of the thoughts that they have going on in their head that they don't choose to display. I'm going to just be honest, and I'm not going to fake no jacks. I think I pissed in the bed when I was younger, up into the age of maybe like 10, 11. And I don't give a fuck if none of y'all bitches write this on y'all little troll page because I said it. Yeah, call me Pissy Tay. If you want to call me Pissy Tay, call me Pissy Tay. But I pissed until I was about 11 or 12. But it was because I had traumatic things going on that I was dealing with as well. So that was a sign of the things that I was going through. And sometimes when kids don't speak what it is that they're going through, signs show in other ways. And bedwetting is one of the ways that children show signs of trauma. If you arguing in front of kids and you having physical interactions in front of your kids, and you got to remember, these kids have been through the relationships with her, the ins and the outs, even things that we don't get to see behind closed doors, baby. And if it's shown to them anything like what we've seen within the text messages, baby, then that's a lot for a child to deal with. Period. 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 It was something behind the bedwetting. It wasn't like, oh, I was just pissing because I was pissing. No, I had shit that was going on with me that was causing me to have bedwetting issues, that was causing the signs to show that I was dealing with other things that wasn't being talked about. And in this case, if we see these things unveiling or showing themselves online the way that we see as adults, then I could only imagine why this baby is pissing on herself. Because if you yelled at to go to bed, or if you, yeah, don't you get out that bed, if you get out, we don't know what could be said or what is said. And I don't want to allege, but I'm just letting it be known that sometimes when a child have certain things going on is because other things is going on that's not being spoke on. It could be something that does need to be dealt with. You see how Robert seen that Wisher wig and he knew that that was something that was needed to be dealt with. Okay. And then he went and got her a better investment. Okay. Okay. And when you trying to do or figure out something, you become the problem solver. It's not the factors of just throwing it on another person. Solve the problem to figure out why the child is having the problem in the first place. Just blaming it on the other person is not going to give it any help. That could be what it is. She could be scared. Hey, K Brown, to get up and go to the bathroom, right? Yeah, she is traumatized. They tried to blame. Right. But this is what killed me in that situation. First of all, Amora was the youngest child in that situation. The oldest three was in the situation before she came along. If you was going to get counseling for anyone, why wouldn't it be for the group? Because that would mean that they will all need as a whole to be able to, talk to someone to be able to get some type of understanding or new adjustment or to readjust in a situation or coming out of a situation with the person that they was in. If you saying that she was in fear, wouldn't the oldest kids be in fear too? Wasn't they there? What the hell did she get to see that they did not get to see? And if anything, if you saying that it went on for this amount of time, that would mean that they got to see things for a longer length of time than she did. So they would need more of the counseling. Even down to the fact is when kids don't get proper attention far as for positive things that they do, if they only get noticed for the negative things that they do, what do you think they're going to do more often? The negative things. Why you think he's stealing her Burberry pants in this man's shoes? It could just be for the attention grabber too. Like, if you're going to notice me when I'm doing something, okay, then I'm going to do something to make you notice me. And if when I touch his shit is when you notice me, then I'm going to continue touching people's shit so I can be noticed. So I don't think she got her face done. No, she don't got, I don't think she got her face done. She got her teeth done, but I don't think she got her face done. Okay. She talk about Robert teeth, but she had a matching set. He had gaps, she had gaps. When they met, it was a gap. There, here was a gap, there was a gap. Everywhere, gap, gap. Everybody had a gap. They both went and got their teeth done around the same time. So they both invested in their mouth because they both wanted to upgrade their mouths. But if it was so easy to do, why you ain't do it before Robert, boo? Why you ain't use your Best Buy discount to get some new teeth? Can you do that? Do Best Buy give you a discount to get new teeth? Some veneers? Can you use your Best Buy credits or whatever to get? Because if that's the case, if you was able to do everything that you saying that you was able to do and another person didn't help you, why you ain't been do it then? Why you ain't been do it then? She talk about Robert had gaps. Ma'am, you had gaps to match. He had gaps, you had gaps, here gap, there gap, everywhere was a gap, gap. Omek Robert had a farm. E-I fucking O. Okay? But you ain't really get on shit until you got with somebody that was about some shit. That's when the level up started to come in. And one thing that people got to know, never get comfortable where you at because you could always go back to where the hell you came from. When you get a door open, you supposed to continue on your run. Never think that you've gotten big enough to be comfortable where you at. Even people that is big, they still continue to become bigger because once you get comfortable where you at, you can dwindle and easily fall. You still have to put in that work ethic, to the same work ethic that you put in to get where you at. But see, when ain't no work really put in and it's a given, then you get stuck. And that's why a lot of people be stuck. Because when you only following the suit of someone else until they make their next move, you can't make your next move either because you are a bootleg version of what another person do. With her mentality, she will definitely end up back where she came from. And we don't wish that on nobody. That's not something that I actually wish on a person, but that's the things that actually wind up happening to show people to make them believer. You can't get out of the shoes that you was in and God give you a blessing and then you forget where you come from and then think it's cool to make fun of people that's trying to get from the same place where you was at. Ain't no congratulation in that. You understand? Ain't no congratulation in that at all. And the people that follow or, choose to be on the same side of things, it just goes to show you how people actually think the same way she does. Because if you could be a fan of a person if they want to call themselves fans. Hit the like button, y'all. I'm gonna give some people a chance to hit the like button. Somebody drop in the comments and let me know how many likes we got going on. It say we got 177 in the building. How many likes Tay got, y'all? Somebody drop it in the comments for me. The same way Robert built her is the same way she's thinking that she's gonna build Jarnell. But he's the cocky one. But the same way she rebelled on Robert for the way that he poured into her is the same way Jarnell rebels on how she pours into him. It's not going to be any appreciation. When you don't give no appreciation, you don't get no appreciation at all. At all. Tell you if she didn't get her face, oh, she always used a filter. She always used a filter. Always, always, always. Okay. Any video. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for letting me know how many likes. Okay, okay. I don't know why I say I got 168 in the building, but it's saying I got 200 and something likes. See, I wasn't tripping. YouTube be tripping, but it's okay. I just want all my people to be accounted for. I love y'all all. But that's my thing, right? If you think that you're going to get something different from putting into a situation, the same thing that you're going, if you think you're going to get something different from a situation, putting into the same situation that you got from a situation, it's going to give you the same outcome that you gave to the other person that gave you the same outcome that you got, if that makes sense. Robert gave you the motion that you have. You feel that you give Jarnell the motion that he has. Robert feels that he gave you motion and you show no respect. You feel you gave Jarnell motion and he shows no respect. Right? Right. So what you do is what you get. That's the perfect example of what I was talking about. Make sure y'all do one thing too, because now I'm going to be fully active on my other channel. Yes, if you did not know, your girl Tay is monetized on 2 channels. Okay, a lot of the times I don't mention it over here because I like to keep the channels separate. But if you would like to get a lot of a look into what Tay does over there, that's a T channel too. But over there, I don't talk about Brianna and Robert. I know a lot of y'all are my subscribers from that. That's why I don't even, you know what I'm saying? I give y'all what y'all want. You feel me? But if you would like to go over there and subscribe, do me the favor and subscribe to that channel too. It's Tea with Tay. It's Tea with Tay. Hit the like button and please don't play. So yeah, y'all can go over there and subscribe to my other channel too, because the TV hitting over there. I'm gonna be dropping something over there throughout the week as well as on this channel. So if you want to get your double dose of Tay, make sure you subscribe to both, baby. And let's talk about growth, okay? And staying outside of the box and not locking yourself into a box. Okay, everything is not for everybody. I want to say this loud and clear, right? Hey, Carolina girl. Tay. Oh, okay, because her people swear she gorgeous. Oh, yeah. No, she's always under filter. Always under filter. Always, always, always. Yeah, let's go. Let me finish. Let me say this, right? Don't ever lock yourself into a box or put yourself into a box that you feel others have created for you. You're not in a race with anyone but yourself. That's why me being a content creator, a blogger, or whatever title that the people choose to give me, right? I'm someone that's active. That's what I would like to call myself, active. I show up, I do what it is that I do, and I get my job done, right? Now, if excuse me, let me get me a little something to drink. If I'm here doing what I'm doing, I'm not worried about what somebody else is doing over there because I'm actively focused on what I'm doing over here. I'm not looking at nobody else's numbers. I'm not watching anything else other than someone else's content to give them the congratulation that I will hope that they would give me. Now, throughout this content creating blogger thing, I've seen a lot of people get caught up into some situations where there's been disagreements and there's been troll pages and some type of foolery. But I don't get mixed up in those type of things. Like I said, if it wasn't said to me, then it wasn't for me. What's meant for me will be for me. And the only things I want to be for me on my platform is things that's going to benefit me. Okay, I want to be able to see my growth. When I look back, I don't want to sit there and see the negativity that distracted me from where I could have been versus where I'm at. Do you understand? And when you put yourself in a box, you start to create this stigma for yourself. And it like dumbing down your wealth is the worst thing that you can do. You are your value, right? And how much you value yourself, people can tell, right? And I want people to know that I have high value for myself and within myself. So when I come to my platform, I'm going to bring my value with me. So anything that devalues me, I'm never going to put myself a part of or contribute, baby. It's always ways, and I'm going to be honest, to avoid mess. Just don't acknowledge it. Every response, everything does not deserve a response because we can't stop people from saying the things that we say. I mean, that they say anyway, right? Like we all say, people talked about Jesus. But if you focused on what you came here for, versus what people are saying, then your work is going to be what keeps you going. Because I'm going to just be honest, when I look at my analytics and I see my numbers growing and I see me going from 10K Tay to 11K Tay, that's the things that mean the most to me. Never would a bitch say. If a bitch is not talking about the K's that Tay is getting, then it's no conversation that we should have. But because anything else is beneath that. Thank you. Anything else is beneath that. I'm going to stay in my own lane. If my lane is the lane that pays and it keeps me benefiting and growing, baby, then that's what it is that I'm going to continue to do. It's more money in progress than conflict. People say that there's money in drama, but how long does that last? All money is not good money. All money is not good money. And if I have to get money from people looking at me or thinking I am a certain type of way, that's money that I will pass on, baby. I'd rather take the money from the good that will have longevity. I'd rather have a good support system that's not just here for the drama. Because then once you're not going through drama anymore, why are those people there? You want the type of support that's going to be around to actually support you. So don't lock yourself in a box. It don't matter what nobody say about Tay. I don't hear it if it ain't coming from YouTube, baby. If it ain't my supporters, I read what I choose to read. So even if somebody was in these comments right now and they was talking some foul it would be up to me to acknowledge it. With all the good comments here, why would I just pick the negative one to go off of? No, I'm going to bring light to what bring light to me. So locking myself in a box and showing a prediction of myself that other people say that I am, that I know that I'm not, that would be a waste of my time. And we don't have time to waste because as we can see, days are getting shorter, baby. We're losing people left and right. A lot of people don't even have family no more. Let's just be realistic. Them coming up here and listening to our voices and joining these panels and coming up here and hearing what we have to say, some people start to connect to us and we become their family. So when you want to attach yourself to something, you want to attach yourself to something that's going to have longevity. And drama has longevity, but it's not always longevity because once drama gets corny after a while, how much can people say the same things about each other? Like, I mean, just being honest, it's like the hula hoop effect. You could call me a bitch, I could call you a bitch, this could be this and this could be that. But what foundation comes from that? What did we actually produce? What benefit did we get? I'd rather pass on any of it. And when people say, oh, okay, y'all don't do nothing, y'all don't get paid if y'all don't talk about Brianna and so on. Listen, I'm not gonna even argue with you. But if TMZ got paid for talking about Michael Jackson and people went up there and said, why you talking about Michael Jackson? If you didn't talk about Michael Jackson, you wouldn't get paid. Well, you damn donkey. If I wasn't here to get paid, then that would be something different. I would be down in the comments, okay, doing what is free. But if I'm going to be up on a panel getting paid, then I'm going to be talking about a topic that everybody is talking about, baby. And if this is the person that everybody is talking about, then why the hell wouldn't I be talking about this person too, especially if I'm getting paid for it? Make it make sense. Do TMZ go out and tell a story about somebody that we have no idea about who the hell they talking about? No. Everybody we see on their show is of a nature of in which we know. That's why the hell they talking about them in the first place. If y'all didn't know who the hell I was talking about, this live would not be live. It would be dead. It would be dead. But being that we all know who we talking about, you know who I'm talking about. I know who y'all commenting about. Y'all know who y'all here about. I know what y'all here for. It's an equal goddamn medium. So why would I not come and do my job? Y'all are here because y'all came to see me do a job. If y'all was not here to hear me speak, what would be the point, baby? People got to get it together. People got to get it together. Stand in who you are and never be ashamed of who you is. Am I here to get paid? Yes. Hit that like button. What the hell? I'm not begging. I'm doing my goddamn job. If it wasn't able or illegal for us to put our Cash App up on the screen, I don't think StreamYard would allow it, baby. If they copyright and stop everything else, why wouldn't that be something that they wouldn't stop? They would say, listen, you cannot connect the third party site forest form of making money to a site in which you are making money off of already. But if you are not being that and you are able to do that, then basically that's your tipping jar. You're giving people the label to your tip jar. Whoever chooses to drop a tip in your tip jar, why the people that's not tipping worrying about who the fuck is tipping? Mind your non-tipping ass business. The hell you counting my tips for? Why are you worried about my tips? When you go to a restaurant and they serve you your food, I'm serving what you came here for. I'm pushing out these plates. Okay? I'm pushing out these plates. And when you get a good plate in a restaurant, what do? You leave a good tip. You ain't beg for your food. The fuck? You paid for your food because it was a good meal. So if I gave a good meal, what's wrong with people tipping for a good plate? Don't play with Tay. The hell? Who the hell want to come and talk somewhere for 2-3 hours? Not the fuck me. Not me. This is supposed to be something that I do that's putting something for someone else and something for me. I hope I give y'all what it is that y'all want from me. Being realistic, baby, because this shit don't come easy. And everybody can't do it. I said it again. Everybody can't do it. Some people just do it because they see other people do it, right? And when you're doing something because somebody else is doing it, it don't really work the same way, right? Me, I actually enjoy what it is that I do. And I have fun with what it is that I do. And what I do, I enjoy doing. So that's why when I do come up here and do it, I'm able to come with the energy that I bring. And it's not negativity. The hell? You think I'm actually gonna set my phone bill, my phone that I pay a phone bill for, just to get up there and scream to people that I don't know, when I can actually get up here and do something that's going to actually help me pay the phone bill in which I am talking on, and it's all from within a positive nature? No, I ain't got that much time because I ain't researching nobody. I ain't finding out nobody business. I don't give a damn who you connected to. I don't give a shit what you got going on. I ain't got time to be calling somebody broke because I'm trying to become unbroke. I ain't got time to be talking about nobody regular ass life because I'm trying to fix my life and make it a non-regular ass life. So I rather talk about the people that actually got some shit in their life and not doing shit the right way with it. Period. Hey, DM. How you doing? I am so excited to see the next direction that your channel go in. Just know that you definitely have Tay blessings. Okay? Definitely appreciate some D here. Sure do. Be true to who you are. So many people let people change who they is. And that's where the problem come in. Okay? If more people be themselves, then it would be less of a big thing. I'd rather accept somebody for who they are than figuring out later on down the line they ain't nothing like who I thought they is. Period. Period. Like DM, I really want to see your next endeavors and see what it is that you have going on. You be moving around. You got something to show people. That like that's interesting. You know, people taking people to see things that they possibly don't get to see on their own. Like when he's on the road and he's in his truck and he's traveling and he's this place and he's that place. A person is giving you a view into some things that some people don't get to see. So to get to see a new display of something that's not drama, that's always a beautiful thing, baby. Hey, Andrea, that's what I'm talking about. It's supposed to be each one teach one. I'm trying to connect to the people that's trying to become bigger, not bitter. I want to become bigger, not bitter. Say it with me, bigger, not bitter. If you just keeping yourself trapped in a box, you're not doing yourself any service, okay? Sometimes you have to move around to see if you have a better fit on some other shit. You never know how far you can actually get. Oh, Tay got bars. You know I be rhyming not on purpose. Let me give my shout outs to the peoples that's in the chat that's been rocking since I've been on. Let's go, Miss Sexy Ray. Talk sweet to Scorpio Goddess Latte, my fellow latte sister. Brittany Turner, Carolina Girl, Ramona, Tonya, I'm sorry. Maya, Andrea, Ross. I hope I said that right. Because I don't like to mess up people names. I swear I don't. Humble me, hype. That's right. We in here and we rocking, y'all. We in here and we rocking. Because if anything, you will always want somebody to do better. Or you want to see somebody succeed for the better in their situation. Even down to the fact that even though we come here and we speak about Brianna and we talk about the things that we see her do wrong, it's only for the factors of hoping that a person figure out how to at some point figure out and make things right. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. So we're not going to come here and make it seem like some of the situations, not all of the situations, but some of the situations that a person has been in throughout life, you found yourself in some not so good points in your life as well. But when you knew better, you do better. And at some point, when you don't want things to stay the same, you search and seek for change. You don't do the same things. You understand? Hey, Mikey. But we hope at some point that we start to see a difference. It's just sad at this point we've just seen things go down on a decline instead of an upcline. That's right, Terry. Hashtag bigger, not bitter. That's what we trying to get, bigger, not bitter. And that's what we wish for everybody else. And that's what that girl should be thinking about too. Instead of making babies, make boss moves. Anybody can have a baby. It's not hard. I mean, not saying it like that because there's some, but it doesn't matter what level you are at in your life to be able to have a baby. That can come at any point and at any time and at any level. It's not a flex to have a baby, is what it is that I'm saying. It's a blessing to have a baby, but it's not a flex to have a baby. Because I'm going to be really honest with you, okay? I'm the messenger. Don't kill the messenger. But I'm going to say this for a lot of people that might feel the same way. Being an adult is the corniest shit ever. Okay? A lot of times we rush to become grown, but once you actually become grown and you see what being grown is hitting for, you realize that grown shit really ain't it. Say that one again. A baby by a loser at that. Who doing that? Right? That's really not a flex. That's not a flex. It is not a flex. Cause being grown is the corniest shit ever. Only thing that did was make you legal enough to now pay for the shit that your parents was paying for you for. And now you get to see all the shit that the adults was telling you that you didn't want, that you thought you did want, that now you realize you really don't want. And now you got no goddamn choice but to deal with this shit, which is called being a corny ass adult. I'm ready to go back to children's place with you. Okay? I love my babies. I love being a mom. I love where I'm at and where I'm going thus far because I'm going to get to a great space. At this point in time, I just moved where I'm at, but I'm working on moving to a house. I want something when you go through your life is supposed to be chapters, and each chapter is supposed to be better than the last chapter. It's called growth. So in situations you want to have growth. I'm not doing this YouTube shit for no reason. I'm doing it for the growth of me and my children as well. And I'm taking y'all through the stages with me. The same way I just moved into a new place, which is an apartment. I have hopes to soon move into a house where my kids can have a backyard. And the things that might not seem like much to some, because some people that live out of town, houses is all they know. Now I'm gonna be honest, I am a private house girl because as I grew up in my parents' household, they had a house. Once I became grown and on my own, I got apartment. Do you understand? I kept a roof over me and my kids' head, but I've had an apartment. And when you have an apartment and you're renting, you're still within the confinements of someone else's decision making. If your landlord decides to sell the building or whatever, and the next landlord decides that they don't want people in the building, or however it works out, it's not your place. If you're in an apartment, sometimes if people know how duplex apartment goes or apartment buildings go, then that means that either if you're not on the first floor, then you got somebody upstairs or you got somebody downstairs. Or even in New York, the houses that they do have in certain areas, they so close to each other, they might as well still be a goddamn apartment. But no, I want to be able to pay a mortgage for some shit and move into an area where I can have some acres and some space for my kids. And for me, that's the next chapter in which I'm focusing on, baby. So I'm not coming up here, right, for child's play. I check into my job every day. And by me checking into my job is going to help me get my goals met. Also by the help of my supporters, because my supporters really be doing their big one. And I definitely appreciate y'all. Y'all don't even know, even down to the words, the kind words that people give. It's also a push to the next chapter, baby. Let me get down here. Sexy Ray, please speak to Ross. You heard I was about to say, Sexy Ray. You see what he said? You see what he said? You see what Ross said? A house built with love is all that matters. You will have everything you desire. I'm praying for your success. Thank you, Amanda. I definitely appreciate that. And when you focused on the factors of the success, don't get me wrong, you have to have a goal. You have to have a plan in life. And I'm not saying that, oh, everybody walks around and nobody has a plan, because everybody plan is different. But some people plan be procrastination. And when you procrastinate on your plan, then you find yourself sitting where you at a lot longer than what you have to. And that's not what I want to happen. So I'm moving forward in what it is that I know that I'm going to do. And that's create better goals, boo. I definitely want to appreciate everybody for rocking with me tonight. But let's just get back into the factors of Miss Jeannie. Listen, if you're going to come online, stop telling people that you taking accountability and just let them know, hey, I came on here to ass kiss for a little while, because ass kissing and accountability is two different things, okay? If you want to ass kiss, that's what it is. But ain't no accountability in nothing or Nathan that you talking about. All right. So we just gonna say that you took a little vacation, you took a couple of days off, and now you came to get those numbers back. And if you're not within a situation or don't want to be a part of a situation, you're not gonna say you neutral in a situation. You just not gonna speak on the situation, period. But for you to still speak on a situation still makes you very much a part of a situation, or you actually still trying to eat off of the situation in some type of way. Just be honest. Just be honest. Been there, not going back. I hope y'all have had or having a good time with Tay tonight. I'm about to get up off of here. I hope this live was definitely entertaining. Please hit that like button for your girl if you did not hit it when you came in. Please hit it when you leave in. Please, 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 and please again, share this live. If you are not a subscriber, please become a subscriber, friend. And Tay Tip Jar is definitely open. My Cash App is on the screen. If you would like to throw something to the host with the most for all these plates I was serving tonight, baby, please do so. I love, 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 love. Oh man, Upper, you came in and I'm leaving, girl. I love you, honey. Blessings for you for the night. Everybody have a good one. Hope this was a good one. Your girl Tay is out, and I appreciate you all.